Paul, I don't necessarily think we need to go over old ground in terms of Tuesday. You made your feelings clear after that. But has it been a case of not necessarily sweeping it under the carpet, but learning from it and trying to focus ahead for Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I may have a little bit of regrets on my post-match, but I'm asked an opinion. I've got to be honest how I see the game and where I see it went wrong, and I stick by what I said. But our first half performance was hugely disappointing. So we made the tactical change. We put Tomo on to go onto the sitter. He'd done really well stopping the sitter playing, and we were better second half. But the performance was disappointing. However, Blackpool were very good, and I think it's been a good eye-opener for everybody. We played the two teams that have come down, that like no team's going to come, or home or away, is going to be like, oh, like we're Derby County, this will be an easy day. There's no such game. And I think the two games have proven that. We've obviously made mistakes within the game, and maybe Tuesday night, we had not 4 debutants, but it was only their second game. For 2 of them, it was their start. We just weren't as smooth as I would like. It's probably the nicest way to put it. And in fairness, I didn't use the game as a get fit game, but it was let's change a couple of things. We obviously put Josh in, changed the 2 wing backs, Kane and Callum. And at times we were probably a little bit too high too early, which didn't allow the 10, and it sort of caused us a few problems, really. So we tried to address it at half time, and we tried to address it since training. There's no massive disaster. But apart from the fact of, you want to win football matches. So we've done some good work with them the last couple of days. So hopefully the lads who play Saturday are a little bit clearer. We've took a little bit of grey out of it. So, so hopefully we can perform at a level to come out with a positive result.
And the beauty of it all is, you've got a game again to put it right the weekend. Sun's out, short trip for you to Burton. How much are you looking forward to that?
You just want the next game to put it right, really. So you just want a really good performance, and you want a positive result. So last season we went there, we didn't have, we had a pretty good performance, and we just lost our man on one set piece, and we threw away 2 points. At home, I thought it was a really tight game. I think, if I remember rightly, Birdie won us a penalty, and that was, there wasn't much between the teams. They've recruited well this summer. They look organised and fit. Obviously, I saw them against Leicester. They don't give up much of the ball. They don't give up many opportunities, They defend really well. So it's going to be a really tough game. But League One is really tough. So, but the sad reality is we've come off the back of 2 defeats. So we always need a really good performance, but possibly even more so because it's a local derby, because obviously both teams are up for it. Both teams have lost both games. Both, everything's, it's sort of like, it feels like a cup final already, and it's Saturday number 2. So I won't make it out as it is that game, but we do need to, get better, because we need to collect points.
You mentioned there that Burton have recruited quite well in the summer. They've done quite a lot of maintenance to the squad. How different a proposition do you see them in terms of their qualities compared to last year?
They've probably got a lot more strength in depth. They've got a lot more experience, I think. So in that respect, I mean, I know a few of their players very well. So that's sort of how I see it. The team should represent the manager, really. I think that eventually that happens, after a window or 2. And I think they represent him. very well, and I thought against Leicester, against arguably the best team in the champ, they done well to reduce them to very few goal scoring opportunities. I know Leicester had loads of the ball, but they had a really good shape. They all were very well coached. So, and yeah, he has added good players there. So I think he's recruited well, and like I said, it will be as hard, if not harder, game than last time we went there.
Nat, first and foremost, we're at the away kit launch today, rocking the new kit today. What's your thoughts?
Absolutely love it. I like the colours, I like the pattern. Boys really like it as well, so yeah.
On the field matters, reflecting on the open today, we'll not dwell on it too much, but what are your thoughts nearly a week on from that day, that game against Wigan?
Wigan game, to be honest, I think we played well. I don't think we deserve to lose the game. There's a lot of positives that we could have took from it. Look, no one likes to lose the first game, for sure, but like I said, there's a lot of things that we can take from that and build on. Obviously Tuesday a bit of a different story, but we've had meetings today and we've assessed it, and we was out on the training field working on a lot today, so hopefully we can put things right Saturday.
We saw in that Wigan game and in pre-season quite a lot that for you personally you've been playing on almost like a second striker. How are you finding that?
Yeah, I played it towards the end of the season as well, like in a number 10 role. Yeah, I enjoy it there. I get the chance to drift about quite a bit. And runs in behind, just mixes up my game quite a bit. So I enjoy it. We just need some wins to go with it.
As you say, wins to go with it. Short trip to Burton, this first away game of the season. What are you expecting from them? It's
going to be a tough game, another tough game, as every game is. But with the rivalry between the two clubs, I think it's it's going to be an energetic game, hard, tough. We just need to go and execute our game plan.
You're experienced enough to know that one game of the season won't change anything that opening day defeat, but how important is it for you, the squad, to get a positive result in the early doors?
Yeah, it's massive. Like you say, it's early doors. Like nothing's determined after the first game, but you also want to start getting your points on the board and start pulling away from teams as quick as you can. So that's the objective, that's the aim, and we'll be looking to do that Saturday.
Do you feel like you personally and the guys have seen a reaction in training this week from Tuesday more than Saturday?
Well, yeah, today was the first day. Obviously, we had a day off on Wednesday, so we was out on the field working on a lot of tactical stuff today, and I'm sure that the lads, I can see that they're fired up, and I'm sure that it will show on Saturday.